And every word I left unsaid still burns on the tip of my tongue, waiting for a moment that will never come. I carried them in my chest like stones, heavy and unmoving. I never told you how many times I replayed our last goodbye in my mind, wishing I had just one more second to say it differently. But no version of goodbye would have made it easier. No matter how softly I spoke, no matter how gently I walked away, it was still breaking both of us. The difference is, I knew it had to be done. And you did. You just stood there, watching me go, thinking I chose to stop loving you. But I did. I never stopped. You were too close to see it, but I was burning. Every step I took away from you was a scream buried in silence. I wanted to run back 1,000 times, to gather you up and take all the pain away, to tell you that you were enough even when you didn't feel like it. But I stayed away, because real love is sometimes cruel. Sometimes love means becoming the memory, not the future. Do you remember the way you used to breathe when you were finally calm? I do. It was the sound I lived for. That soft, deep exhale when the world wasn't crushing your chest anymore. I used to stay awake beside you. I used to stay awake beside you just to hear it. That quiet, steady rhythm of peace. It meant you were safe. It meant the world had finally loosened its grip on you for a while. And I would lie there, eyes open in the dark, listening not just to your breath, but to every unspoken thing your silence told me. You never knew how much I memorized you. The weight of your sighs. The way your fingers twitched in your sleep. The tiny pauses in your voice, when something hurt, but you didn't want me to notice. But I always noticed, baby. Always. You didn't have to speak for me to understand you. I studied you like you were written in a language only I could read. And that's exactly why I left. Because I saw the weight on your shoulders building again. The same weight you always tried to carry alone. You were slipping under it, and you didn't even realize it. You kept smiling, kept pretending, kept saying you were fine, but I knew better. I could feel your silence growing colder. And I knew if I stayed, if I kept loving you from up close, you'd never let go of the pain you thought you deserved. So I chose for you. I chose freedom over presence. Healing over comfort. Silence over together. And it killed me. It still does. Every day. But I knew if I stayed, you would never choose yourself. You would keep burning, slowly, quietly, until there was nothing left. And I could not let the person I loved most turn to ash right in front of me, while I called it love. I wonder sometimes if you'll ever understand. Maybe not today. Maybe not even years from now. But one day, when you're standing in the sunlight again, when your heart is whole, and your mind is quiet, you'll look back and realize, what I did wasn't abandonment. It was a sacrifice. A quiet, invisible act of love. And maybe then, just maybe, you'll forgive me. Or maybe you won't. Maybe you'll never know. And that's okay too. Because this was never about being remembered. It was about saving you. Even if it meant losing myself. My baby, I decided it for you. And now in all the places you used to exist beside me, there's just space. Space filled with echoes. Your laughter in the corners of my mind. Your warmth in the fabric of the air. Do you feel it too? Sometimes I wonder if your fingers reach for me in the dark the way mine still reach for you. I wonder if your heart ever pauses in the middle of joy, feeling the quiet ache of something missing even if you don't know it's me. But I know. I've always known. Because even in the silence, you never stopped being my home. I walk through the world like a man stitched together by memories. I go where I must. I speak when I'm spoken to. I exist, but I don't live. Not really. Not since you. People think I've moved on. They think healing is loud, that it comes with smiles and new faces. But real healing, the kind that follows love like ours, is slow. It's silent. It's full of nights where I stare at the ceiling and whisper your name like a prayer I'm not allowed to say out loud. You never asked me to save you. You never asked me to leave. But I saw the storm in you, and I knew I couldn't be the shelter and the spark at the same time. So I made the choice. Not because I stopped loving you, but because I loved you too much to keep you bound to a version of yourself that only existed beside me. And God, that truth hurts more than any goodbye ever could. Every time I see the stars, I think about how I used to promise you forever beneath them. I think about the way your eyes would soften when you believed me. And the cruel part I see never lied. I still mean forever. I just did realize back then that forever would always mean together. So if one day, somewhere far from now, you ever feel a shift in your chest, I've searched through time, through wind and rain, for a love that heals, not one that pains. And in your arms, I finally knew the kind of love that must be true. Your laughter is my favorite sound, a melody where peace is found. Each moment shared, each breath we take, feels like a dawn that we awake. I need no riches, gold or throne, for in your heart, I have found my home. So stay with me, and let love grow, through every high and every low. Of course, here's the next part of the poem. Let time grow old, let seasons flee. As long as you are here with me, the world may change, the skies may fall, but love like ours will conquer all. When silence falls and words are few, I'll speak the loudest just for you. With every look, with every sigh, with every tear we let pass by, I'll hold your hand through storm and flame, through joy, through loss, through pride, through shame. For love is more than just a bliss. It's every fight and every kiss. We'll write our story in the skies, with stars as ink and clouds as lies. That once told me, love fades away, but you have taught my heart to stay. No rose could bloom with more delight than when you smile in soft moonlight. Your name, a prayer upon my lips, a sacred spell my soul equips. We walk through nights both calm and wild, still laughing like a fearless child. You calm the storm, you warm the cold, you make the young feel safe and old. The way you speak without a sound, my heartbeat answers, safe and bound. No need for masks, no need to hide. You see the truth I hold inside. And when the world turns gray and tired, you light the match, my heart's refired. 1,000 lifetimes I would roam, find you once, and call you home. Your presence is a sacred place, where time slows down, and hearts embrace. The gentle brush of your soft hand is stronger than the strongest land. I'd trade the sun, I'd trade the sea, to keep your love right here with me. Your flaws, your fears, your quiet age, are parts of you that never break. Let others chase the fleeting flame, the fleeting thrill, the hollow name. But I will stand to rise and fall. For you, I give myself my all. One day when we are gray and slow, and time has drawn its lines below, I'll still recall the way you smiled, the very first time, soft and wild, while sitting chairs beneath the trees, still holding hands, still feeling free. And when they ask what love can be, well, I'll show them us, just you and me. Not perfect, no, just brave and true. Two hearts that always, always grew, through every doubt and every test. We loved, we failed, we gave our best. And that is love, and not only sweet,